Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say.
Hi guys, so today I will be doing this beautiful black glittery smoky eye and a very non-traditional red lip. I'm going to get right into it, and I'm going to be using my LA Girl Pro HD Concealer in Fawn and apply this to the inner and outer part of my lid. Then I'm going to go in with this under eye setting brush from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to blend out that concealer. This will just help, cancel out any discoloration you might have or I might have around the eye area. And then I'm going to go in with some of this Control Freak brow gel from NYX and apply this to my brows to keep them in place. And then for eyes, I'm using my Pro Primer stick from LA Girl in the shade Black, and I'm going to apply this all over just the lid area, okay? Not past the crease. Then I'm going to go in with this pointed concealer brush and just blend out the edges of that primer. I just want the edges to be a bit more smoked out so it doesn't look so harsh. So when I put the black eyeshadow, it's nice and smoky looking, Now using a large fluffy blending brush and my Pecan Pie bronzer from City Color, this is a matte bronzer, I'm going to apply some of that to my transition area and just blend out the edges of the primer. And then using my Saucebox palette, this is the Creme de la Creme palette, I'm going to use the black shadow in there, which is a very, very black shadow. And this shadow brush from Sonia Kashuk, and I'm going to apply this to the lid and press it in. You just need a little bit of this black shadow. It's very, very pigmented, and if you put too much, you might have some fallout issues. So just work with a little bit at a time, okay? And work your way up from that. So I'm just going to bring it up slightly into the crease, not all the way up, and just press it in. Now going in with a smaller blending brush, this one is more for the crease blending type of brush. You're going to blend out the edges of the black eyeshadow just to smoke it out a bit more and blend it into the Be Matte bronzer, the Pecan Pie bronzer that I applied to the transition area. And this will just help it look more transitioned and more smoky. I'm also going to go back in with the large fluffy blending brush just to give it one more blend just to make sure everything is nice and even. And then I'm going to go back in with the eyeshadow brush just to press down that shadow just a bit more, just to make sure everything is nice and secure and doesn't fall out. And then you can use your black glitter, and I'm using my e.l.f. Lock and Seal to apply that with my concealer brush from my new Coastal Scents Pearl brush set. Okay, I'll put the link to the brushes down below. Make sure when you're working with glitter, use a little at first and then work your way up to a more opaque, glitter look, okay? Just a little at a time, okay, ladies? I'm going to go back in with that smaller crease blending brush and just blend out the edges of my shadow once again. Just make sure you blend out. Your perfect smoky eye, you have to keep blending, okay? And then we're going to create kind of like a fake wing liner. We're just gonna do the actual wing part. We're not doing the whole shebang and going all the way in. No, we're just gonna put the wing there, and that's about it. Okay, now line your waterline. I'm using Rimmel London's waterproof kohl eyeliner in black. I'm just gonna line and smudge out my waterline and underneath my lower lashes, and I'm also going to apply mascara. Okay, and by the way, the liner I use, the wing for the wing liner, is the NYC liquid liner, okay? And for lashes, I'm using the Salon Perfect Demi Wispies. They're very, very natural looking lashes. They give you that full look without looking like, drag queenish, if that's not what you're going for. Now make sure to clean out any fallout under your eyes, and I'm gonna go ahead and use my Bobbi Brown Skin Stick Foundation in Warm Almond. I'm just going to apply this all over. And then I'm going to be using my flat buffer brush from my 16-piece Pearl set brush set from Coastal Scents. I'm just going to buff out all of that foundation in very small circular motions. I love this brush. The bristles are so soft, you guys, like unbelievably soft. You would think it's like, you know, natural fibers, but it's not. It's synthetic. Now using my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Cafe, I'm going to apply this under my eyes just to highlight under my eyes, and I'm also going to apply this above my lips, my chin, the bridge of my nose, and a bit to my forehead. This will just attract light to those specific areas, okay? That's why we highlight and contour. If you're not a fan of highlighting and contouring, you do not have to take this step. You could just be finished with foundation, add your blush if you like blush, and your lipstick, and that's pretty much it. But if you're into the whole highlight contouring thing, you could keep on watching. I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques setting brush. I like this brush because it's so small and it gets right underneath in those areas, those very small areas. And I'm just going to blend out all of that concealer. I must say I am a fan of highlighting and contouring. I like the way it looks on my face. I like how it brings out certain features and it gives me definition. So it's something that I do like to do. Even if I wear very, very light makeup, I still do a very, very light highlight and contour. Now after blending out all of that concealer, I'm going to go in with my flat buffer brush and just blend it out once again with whatever foundation is left on that, just to make sure everything is nice and smooth and even. Now I'm going to go in with my powder brush from my 16-piece Pearl set from Coastal Scents and my Ben 9 neutral set powder, and I'm going to set all of the concealer. I'm using very, very light powder. I'm not using a heavy hand with the powder. I'm not using like tons of it. I'm not a fan of it. So I'm just using a very, very light amount, and I'm pressing it into the concealer just to set it, okay? I'm also going to add just a bit more powder under the eyes, very, very lightly though, and press it in just because I don't want my concealer creasing up on me. Then I'm going to go in with my City Color Be Matte Bronzer in Pecan Pie and my large sculpting brush, contour brush from my 16-piece Pearl set from Coastal Scents, and I'm going to just contour my face. And this time I'm not using any cream products. I just wanted to use my Be Matte Bronzer. I was really itching to use it. I haven't used it in a while, so yeah, that's why I'm using it. And guys, don't forget everything that I use. I'll put the links to them down below in the description box. I also have coupon codes for you guys to save some money on a lot of different things that I use, so definitely check down there, okay? Now I'm going to go in one of my favorite Be Matte blushes from City Color. This is in the shade Guava, and I'm going to be using my blush brush from Coastal Scents and apply this to my cheeks and blend it slightly into my hairline. So I totally forgot to contour my nose, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'm using this small eyeshadow brush and my Pecan Pie Be Matte Bronzer, and I'm just going to slightly contour my nose and bring back the definition because that concealer I applied to it kind of took away the shape and the definition of my nose. Okay, so that's why we do the contouring thing. Now onto lips, I'm using MAC's Cherry Lip Liner and I'm going to outline my lips. And I'm also going to fill them in all the way, okay? You don't have to do this, but I like filling my lips in with this lip liner. Using MAC's Ruby Woo, this is a very matte lipstick mixture. Make sure to moisturize your lips before applying this. I totally forgot to moisturize my lips and exfoliate, and it was giving me a bit of a problem, but make sure you do that, okay? I'm gonna go back in with my liner and fix up my lip. Make sure the lines are nice and even. Alright, now just go in with a darker lip liner and just shade in the side corners of your lip. You do not have to do this if you don't like the style of it. I didn't want to do like a ombre lip, and you know, I just decided just to shade in the side parts, and I really liked how it turned out. Alright, but you can do like a full red lip or a full dark red lip. That will be really cute and sexy too, so you can definitely do that. If you need to clean up the sides of your lips, I'm using my foundation just to clean up the sides of my lips to make sure everything looks nice and neat and crispy. And then I'm gonna go ahead and reline my lips because it looked like it got a little messed up. Then I'm going to go ahead and set the foundation around my lips that I used to clean up my lips with some Ben Nye translucent powder. And then I'm going to highlight my cheeks with my Sunlight Trio. Oh my god, I love this palette, you guys. It's such an amazing palette. If it's sold out, get the new Timeless Beauty palette. It's the same highlight in there, okay? I'll put the link for it down below. I'm also going to highlight above my lips the Cupid's bow area, and then I'm going to reline it because I messed it up again. So yeah, pretty much done. Took my hair out of my wrap. I did my hair care routine, so you can definitely go check that out if you want to. It's the video that was uploaded before this one. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some more blush. I needed some more blush in my life. And that is about it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to thumbs up if you like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon, and I love ya.
I shake it off.